absolutely have to have a conversation about this, because I feel like if we don't, it's only going to get worse. And the only way to like actually like get possible change to happen is you got to speak out about it. And I need everybody to speak out about it. The problem with stuff like this is it's one of those things that nobody will really care about until it affects them. Unfortunately, that's just human nature. Whenever there's something that's happening in the world, whether it be politics, environments, or anything, people don't care until it affects them. And usually by the time it does affect them, it's too late. That's kind of an issue that we have to like figure out as a human race to resolve, to do better with. And unfortunately, I don't see that changing anytime soon. Of course, today's topic is going to be about AI and the integration of AI on YouTube and why it's a bad thing. Now, I've already had a lot of issues with AI on this platform over the course of the last couple years. And when I say AI, I'm talking about the automation that YouTube has had in place. It sucks. It's awful. And we even have it happen recently, which we'll talk about in a couple of seconds. A famous one, of course, for me is a couple years ago. Remember when me, Dion, and Dado did 3D World? Mario 3D World? The three of us just playing Super Mario, a Nintendo game, a family-friendly game. Yeah, that video, and it's like 3 hours long, it got flagged for excessive violence and gore 3 years ago. It's been age restricted ever since. And I've had to, I tried to appeal it, and within minutes of me appealing it, this 4-hour, 3-hour video immediately got denied. So whoever looked at it, because when you appeal it, it goes to a real human. Whoever looked at it, they watched a 4-hour video in minutes, and they said, no, this is extreme violence and gore, and they kept the age restriction up. When I went on Twitter and complained about it, it didn't go anywhere. Every time I reach anybody from like the Team YouTube rep, there's always someone that's always like, yep, I am a real human. What can I do for you, my fellow human? It's like, all right, dog. And then nothing gets resolved. And this is just one of many cases by the way. I've had issues with age restrictions, videos getting taken down, and it's always something that had to do with an error somewhere. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because recently the CEO of YouTube announced that they want to ramp up on adding more AI moderation on the platform. And on top of that, they're adding AI tools so anybody can just generate videos and stuff. So they're adding AI slop to the platform, which is like, okay, what's the point of even being a creator anymore if you're just going to replace us with robots? But as far as the AI moderation, the problem with that is it's not accurate. Look, I get you can't moderate millions of videos that get uploaded every single day. And I get you got to have some kind of system in place to like flag the bad videos, which is perfectly fine. I worked in tech before I was a YouTuber, and I dealt with stuff like that all the time. I've seen the tools that we had to use in the past, and it sucks because you'll get millions of like pieces of content and you can't look at everything. But you know what we had? Humans. When something was flagged wrong, they had us to look at it. And fast forward to today when I'm a YouTuber, every time I ask someone to look at it on YouTube, nobody replies. Or they'll reply like, human here, how do you do, fellow humans, 0010. It's like, why are you saying binary code to me, bro? You're literally a robot. You're AI talking to me, dog. I'm not stupid. Nothing gets resolved. Recently, you guys might have noticed the Squad channel, which is a channel that we on YouTube made. That's me, Syriax Dado, Nanogenics, Afrocenji, a bunch of us, like 11 of us. We finally made a group channel together, and we've been uploading on it for the past year. So this is pivotal because we were about to break 100,000 subscribers. We were at like 99.6 or something like that. So like 400 away. We would have hit it within that week, right? So the reason why that number is important is because at 100,000 subscribers, you actually get a partner manager that helps you when stuff goes wrong. And because we didn't hit that that sub count, we don't have a real human helping us. So when a channel got hacked, we had nobody to talk to. All we could do was appeal it. And guess what? When you appeal it, the robot AI overlord says no. You broke a rule. No. For more context, in case you don't know, the channel got hacked because they accessed Moon's Gmail. And then from there, it spread like a virus. They just went down the list. And he happened to have access to the YouTube channel as well, which is how they got in. So that's basically what happened with that. But for the first couple weeks, we had 0 humans at YouTube responding. 0. And then when we finally made enough noise to actually get a real person to help, we've been stuck in this weird loop where it's not getting returned because they can't verify that it's us. It's like, bro, you're talking to me. You see my face? You see those videos that you can probably access in the back end? That's us. Give our channel back. That's the problem with AI. It's like, I get you need to have some kind of tools to help, with all the countless videos that get uploaded. But the problem is you take out the human equation when error goes down or when errors happen, and then what? Recently, you guys might have seen, in case you haven't, I'll fill you in. But recently, when the AI moderation ramped up a couple of weeks ago, a bunch of channels that didn't break any rules got banned. They just got eviscerated overnight, gone. And you know what happened when they appealed? the exact same thing. YouTube hits them with the, hey, we identified via humans that you guys broke the rules, therefore we will not reinstate your channels. So what they do, they went on Twitter, you know, they yelled, and eventually they got help. Some channels are still stuck in limbo, by the way, but some did get help. And unfortunately, the only reason why they got help is because they were able to yell loud enough on Twitter to get an actual really human to step up and really look into the issue. And probably some even dealt with the same thing that we did, where they helped and then they said, hey, our system says that this is an issue that you had on a channel, therefore we can't help you. And then eventually they looked at it and realized it was a mistake. That's the problem when you have fully tools given over to the AI overlords to clean up the platform. It's so frustrating. Like, AI just being integrated way too fast, and it keeps developing so fast too, dog. It's scary. 2 years ago, it was like 2 years ago when we saw that video of Will Smith eating spaghetti. And we all laughed at it. You know, remember back in the day on Twitter when people would take our pictures and then they would like upload into these like AI filters and then it'll be us singing? We all laughed at that because it looked awful and it was like entertaining. And here we are 2 years later where AI can do that now, and it's like, oh, that is it me? Am I what? Did I do that? It's crazy. And it pisses me off because like all these AI integrations, it's all human greed at the end of the day. They're investing, and when I say they, I'm talking about the billion-dollar companies. By the way, since we're talking about AI, I need everybody to like and comment this video because I know Google is not gonna want to put this in the algorithm or be talking against them. So let me know your thoughts, I guess, on AI, and then thumbs up the video as well. Now back to the topic. The problem with AI is how fast it's developing, and the reason why they're doing it is because it's just going to be used to cut corners down the line. They're gonna stop hiring artists, they're gonna stop hiring animators. They stopped hiring VAs. Recently, Amazon did a anime series. I didn't fully look into it, so if you wanna fill me in on the full situation, by all means go for it. I just kind of saw it in passing because so much AI stuff happened this week. But apparently, Amazon dropped an anime series that they completely dubbed via AI. And it sounds like dog shit. Bro, you're Amazon. You make $1 billion a second. Hire some VAs. So you drop this project that looks dog shit, sounds dog shit, and you're just gonna like ruin everything. Bro, just hire some VAs. That's the problem. It's like they keep saying like, oh yeah, this is going to help us. And look, by all means, it might help. You know, we might have our little AI system like being able to break out your phone, and then Cortana pops up and goes, how can I help you? You need a pizza? I got you. You broke your leg? I got you. I'm sure we're gonna get to the point one day where it'll be helpful, but right now it's just not. Because right now the whole purpose is to replace humans. And I'm gonna be real with you. No matter how close it gets, you guys are never, and I'm talking to the AI companies right now, you guys are never gonna replace humans. You just aren't. Sometimes you might maybe get in a situation where maybe something will be better than a human. Being able to do math, for example. I can't do math. But like in general, you're not gonna replace the human touch when it comes to art, when it comes to creating, when it comes to like, you know, being humans. AI can't do that. And that's the problem with going back to the whole moderation thing. Moderation, you can't just leave it up to a robot to decide what's a broken rule, what isn't. Because it's like, when they're wrong, there's no way to appeal it and fix it, unless you're loud. There's so many channels out there right now that are probably getting affected by this that can't do anything because they can't be loud enough to get it fixed. Meanwhile, you got the CEO YouTube talking about like, yeah, this is the future. And not just that, we're also gonna make it so people who have those skills and equipment can also create via the help of AI. It's like you're not creating, you're just creating AI slop. Yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to bring up in today's video because like it's just been a big mess. Not just even recently, but over the last couple of months, to be honest. Let me know what you guys think about that. Again, the thing that I want to highlight the most is the biggest issue that we as people deal with is the fact that nobody cares until it affects them. But by the time it affects you, it's too late. It is too late. That's why you need to just stand up and fight. You need to like, you know, get in the face of whoever and just yell until it's properly done. If it gets properly done. But like, you can't wait until it's too late because when it's too late, next thing you know, your community is gone, your jobs are gone, and then boom, you get replaced by a bunch of zeros and ones who's now drawing for you or animating for you or voicing for you. It's like, shout out to everybody that's been fighting the good fight, man. Like, it's funny because even like looking back when I used to be a kid, I used to think it was so cool watching like sci-fi movies and shows and then seeing them have all this AI stuff, all these robots. Like, damn, this gonna be life one day. But now we're actually here, it's like, oh, we're actually here, but it's terrifying. Oh my God, Skynet is coming one of these days. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know where I'm going with the outro of this video. I've thought about it. I've recorded this video like 3 times now, and every time I get to this point, I'm like, what is the conclusion to the video? And honestly, I don't know. I literally don't know. All we can do is just bring light to it and yell until something happens, some kind of change, some kind of regulation. But you know what I keep seeing every single day when I wake up, or every couple weeks? They take away more regulation, so there's more freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do with AI. That's the problem. Like, bro, how is this okay? How is this okay? You got companies like Amazon, Google, all these like billionaires investing $1 billion because they know they're gonna make 10 billion next year for doing this. Because they're gonna cut people, they're gonna remove stuff, they're gonna remove the human equation out of it. So frustrating. Man, it's kind of crazy because like with everything going on in the world, this is another thing that just gets tossed in your face, and it's like, what do you do? I don't know. I legit don't know. But I mean, it's important to at least talk about it and have a discussion, which is why I'm here yelling right now. You got Unk yelling, bro. They got me yelling, dog. As if I don't yell every single day, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just, what do we do? Comments in this video. Let me know your thoughts over the AI topic in general. And look, if you're pro AI, by all means, feel free to let me know why. If you're against it, let me know why. Just have dialogue. The whole point of these videos is to create dialogue. It's not to create kind of like angry hate wave towards anything. It's just to have dialogue. And I want to know where everybody stands, because that's what we need to do, because one day there's not going to be any human interaction at all. They're removing it every single day. It's frustrating, man. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say in this video, and hopefully YouTube actually steps up. It's funny, a platform that was built by humans, the fact that they're removing humans is crazy to me. You know, over the course of the last couple of years, I just keep seeing everything's being automated. The algorithm, the videos you get fed. You know, back in the day, back in my day, you know, you would create content and people were like, hey, this creator, I like this creator. I'm gonna subscribe to them to watch their content. And then every day you wake up, they upload, you can watch their videos. Or every week, whenever this upload schedule is, you can watch their video. But over the course of the last couple of years, you probably might have noticed that you no longer click the sub box anymore. Some of you guys do, but for the most part, a lot of you don't. Because what a lot of you guys do is you open up YouTube, you see a video that just happens to be fed to you, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. You might have been on your way to the sub box, and next thing you know, you're clicking on this video instead because it got recommended to you. And then when that video ends, something else gets recommended, and then something else, and then something else. The whole point is to keep you on the platform. Like, that's how the algorithm is decided. But little do you know, that was basically the AI deciding, hey, you don't want to watch this, you want to watch that. And that's how they basically control the narrative of what content will be watched on this platform. That's why, like, we always talk about the recommended and the algorithms and stuff. It's like, it's just, yeah, that's pretty much everything. I am curious to know how this video is even going to go, because talking about AI, against AI, I should say, while, you know, YouTube and Google is so pro AI, this video is going to get absolutely buried. But hey, like and comment. Maybe we can fight the algorithm ourselves and just spawn discussion and see what happens. But if anything changes, we'll talk about it again, and hopefully YouTube actually steps up and hires more people to deal with the issues when AI is just wrong, because it's any of us at any moment can just get taken down, and AI can be like, yeah, they did this, and it's like, no, I didn't. Yeah, you did. And then it's like, boom, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, and then we spend weeks trying to get in touch with a human, and then when you finally get in contact with the human's like, oh, I see, it says you broke the rule, I can't help you. It's like, I didn't. I didn't. How is there not a way to check? You're a $1 billion company. How is there no way to check and verify when something was done? Ugh. Squad channel, man, is still gone. It is still gone. And solely because it started with AI saying, yeah, you broke the rule, we can't help you, to now like humans trying to figure out how to verify that it's us, despite it being our faces, our voices, and our original videos on our channel. It's like, how is it that hard? Let me just walk in there myself and unlock the channel and then return to somebody. Like, good Lord. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much everything. Let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it, and hopefully something changes. But as of right now, I don't know where we are heading. So yeah, that's about it.